Hello, my dear children. Can we continue the chapter Reaching the Age of Adolescence? We have already discussed that the pituitary gland is an endocrine gland which is known as the master gland. It is attached to the brain. The hormones secreted by the pituitary gland stimulate testes and ovaries to produce their hormone. Apart from the pituitary, the testes and the ovaries, there are other endocrine glands in our body, such as thyroid gland, pancreas, adrenal gland. Look at this picture. Did you notice a swelling on the neck? This is called goiter disease. The endocrine gland which is present in our neck is called thyroid gland. Normally, this thyroid gland should produce thyroxine hormone to the blood. If the thyroxine hormone is not produced to the blood, a person will be suffering from the disease called goiter. Otherwise, we can tell the deficiency of thyroxine hormone leads to the disease called goiter. The endocrine gland called pancreas. We have already discussed pancreas in the digestive system, which produce pancreatic juice which contain enzymes which will be helpful for the process digestion. Here we are going to study about the pancreas is producing hormone to the blood. The name of the hormone which is produced by pancreas is insulin. You may heard about insulin, which is used in the diabetic patients. Actually, the function of insulin is to control the sugar level in the blood. If the insulin production is less in the person's body, the people will be suffering from the disease called diabetes. That means more sugar level, less insulin in the blood means the name of the disease is diabetes. So, deficiency of insulin in the blood leads to the disease called diabetes. Adrenal gland. Adrenal gland is a pair of gland which is located above the kidney. So the adrenal gland is producing a hormone called adrenaline hormone. Adrenaline hormone. This hormone is known as emergency hormone. Okay, the hormone which is known as emergency hormone is adrenaline hormone. Why it is called emergency hormone? This hormone helps during emergency situation. For example, suddenly you have seen any danger situation. Suddenly one snake came to your room. What will be your response? You will do many actions. You will try to escape from the room. Okay, the heartbeat will increase, the blood pressure will increase. You will get more energy to run. Okay, you will sweat. Your breathing will be faster. So, these many responses will happen in your body to adjust to that situation. Okay, so adrenaline hormone is helping our body to adjust to stress when one is very angry and worried, fear during these situations. The hormone adrenaline can maintain the correct salt balance in the blood. So it can help for the body to adjust to the stress by increasing the blood pressure. So if the blood pressure is increased, the automatically heartbeat also will increase. See, we have discussed about thyroid gland, adrenal gland and pancreas. And already we have discussed about in the previous class ovary and testis. Okay, ovary and testis is stimulated by the action of pituitary gland hormone. Same like that, thyroid gland, adrenal gland also will secrete their hormone when they receive order from the pituitary through its hormone. Okay, here also the pituitary gland is giving order to produce the hormone to thyroid and adrenal gland. So pituitary gland is controlling the reproductive glands, thyroid glands and adrenal glands. And one more hormone the pituitary gland will secrete to the blood, that is called growth hormone, which is necessary for the normal growth of a person. You have already learned about the life history of frog, silk moth and butterfly. There are different stages in this life cycle. This change from larva to adult is called metamorphosis. Look at this larva stage. Caterpillar is the larva stage. When larva changes into the adult butterfly, there is a drastic change in the body. This process is called metamorphosis. Metamorphosis in insects is controlled by insect hormone. If insect hormones are absent in the body of the insect, this process will not happen. There will not be adult organism. There will not form a new organism. In the life cycle of frog, it is controlled by thyroxine hormone produced by thyroid gland. Thyroxine production requires the presence of iodine in water. If the water in which the tadpoles are growing does not contain sufficient iodine, the tadpoles cannot become adult. So, thyroxine hormone is required for the metamorphosis in frog. Reproductive health. The physical and mental well-being of an individual is regarded as an individual's health. To keep the body healthy, every human being at any age needs to have a balanced diet. The person must also observe personal hygiene and undertake adequate physical exercise. During adolescence, however, these become even more essential as the body is growing. Nutritional need of the adolescents. Hence, the diet for an adolescent has to be carefully planned. A balanced diet means that the meals include protein, carbohydrates, fats, and vitamins in requisite proportion. Our Indian meal of roti or rice, dal or pulses, and vegetables is a balanced meal. Milk is a balanced food in itself. Fruits also provide nourishment. For infants, mother's milk provides all the nourishment that they need. Iron builds blood, and iron-rich foods such as leafy vegetables, jaggery, meat, citrus, Indian gooseberry are good for adolescents. Chips and packed or tin snacks, though very tasty, should never replace regular meals, as they do not have adequate nutritional value. Personal hygiene. Everyone should have a bath at least once every day. It is more necessary for teenagers because the increased activity of sweat glands sometimes make the body smelly. All parts of the body should be washed and cleaned every day. If cleanliness is not maintained, there are chances of catching bacterial infection. If cleanliness is not maintained, there are chances of catching bacterial infection. Look at this picture. Girls should take special care of cleanliness during the time of menstrual flow. They should keep track of their menstrual cycle and be prepared for the onset of menstruation. Physical exercise. Walking and playing in fresh air keeps the body fit and healthy. All young boys and girls should take walks, exercise, and play outdoor games. The next important point is say no to drugs. Adolescence is a period of much activity in the body and mind, which is a normal part of growing up. So, do not feel confused or insecure. If anybody suggests that you will get relief if you take some drugs, just say no unless prescribed by the doctor. Drugs are addictive. If you take them once, you feel like taking them again and again.